we've learned how to do some basic constraints and animation type stuff in Onshape, I'm going to get to something that I think is more important and that we have enough time for in the remainder of our school year. Drawings. So if you were to develop a part that you actually want to produce, something you draw up and then you go to make it, you're going to need to have a printout with dimensions. So I'm going to show you how easy it is to take created parts, assemblies, and turn them into drawings using Onshape. So to start, I'm going to shrink my head. Okay, and now we are going to go to Onshape. Sign in. Probably should have done this before. C'est la vie. Alright, so I'm going to use the crankshaft that I started the other day. Okay. Now that we have got our crankshaft, this is the one that we animated the other day that shows that motion. Now what I'm going to do is in the bottom left corner, new element, create drawing. Easy as pie. Here you are going to be choosing the type of sheet. So if you're doing an architectural drawing, you may have a sheet that's real big. If you're doing a small drawing just for yourself, it's going to be something that fits on a 8.5 by 11 page, which is size A. So let's see. ANSI is a, these are both systems of that engineers use. They're standardized so you know exactly what you're getting. For me, the key difference is the way the dimensions lay out. In ISO drawings, the dimensions are going to be parallel to the line, whereas in ANSI drawings, they are going to be straight up and down for the viewer. So I prefer this. Let's go with a size A inch. Double click it, and it's going to set up our page for us. Okay, looking good. Now that we've done this, we have select a part or assembly, and we can use this to generate several pages. So we're going to just start with let's do the slider. I think that's more interesting. I'm going to click this part, and now I can drop a base view. Now, view orientation is going to be key here, because you can choose what your front view will be. If I didn't want the front to be the front, then you could choose what orientation you want. Scale, it's just like Inventor where you can change your scale. 1:4, now it's smaller on the page. You want to pick something that fits your page nicely, and it actually looks like it defaults to a pretty good size. I'm going to go to 1:2 scale because I think it'll fit the page just fine. View simplification. No idea what that is. I don't have to. So I'm going to click here, and it's now going to generate that drawing of the part. Now, just like Inventor, you can move your mouse and drop an isometric view. You could drop a side view. What I want to do, I'm going to put a top view now. And I'm going to put an isometric view once it loads. Let's see. Oh, alright, well maybe it isn't loading. So I'm going to click this projected view. That's what it defaults to. If you click projected view, you can choose the view that you want to project a view of, and then drop that view. I'm going to drop this isometric view in the top right corner, absolute top right. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a section view. If you're doing a simpler part, then you wouldn't need to do a section view, but I chose this one because I think that it's good to have some experience with making section views. So here it gives you a section line. Here you have vertical, horizontal, angular. We just need a horizontal cut here. And now we are going to choose where it goes. Notice how the arrows on the front view change directions depending on which side you're on, it follows normal standards. So here I'm going to drop my side view, which is a section view, and here it's already given me section lines. It's beautiful. Okay, now that we've done that, let's do some dimensions. Here you've got a lot of different options for dimensions. You follow whatever you need. So dimension is going to be between 2 points. We have 2-point linear dimension. That's going to prevent it from angling on you. That's pretty much a good one to choose. Line to line, it's just going to snap differently. So I'm going to start off with the 2-point linear dimension. I'm going to pick here, I'm going to pick here, and here it gives you a preview of the height. I'm going to do my, let's see, diameter. Diameter. Yeah, I've dropped my diameter above my 2.5 for the slit. And here, do a little bit of that. Remember, you want to angle these off in increments of about 15 degrees, about. Now, let's get into hidden lines. Alright, so hidden lines. Very easy to apply. You're going to hover over the view you want and right-click. Show hidden lines. Imagine that. It now shows us all the hidden lines. Ta-da! Do the same thing for the front view because we have hidden lines. Great. And now we have more dimensions that we can include here. This one doesn't have any hidden lines because we have a section view. Looks good. And now you could just add your dimensions as needed. So here I'm going to need, let's see, I guess I don't really need this one. Let's do that corner, boom. It's going to have a dimension 3. And we do the top one. I could have dropped that better. But that's life. Okay, and what else? Yeah, you may not actually need to show that because you have the hidden lines going throughout the entire thing. Now, to change your precision, here, you see I just hovered over that, let's see, right there. I can change my precision to, let's see, we got 3, okay, 2. Yep, you can just change your precision using that. You can manually do it. I'm sure there's a setting that you can apply to the whole thing, but we don't need that right now. Okay, 8 minutes into this drawing. What else do I want to show you? Here, title block. So, we can now add text or notes. So, to do this, what you're going to do is, let's see, gotta move my head. Great. You are going to select the entire, oh no, I hit the wrong thing. Note here. I lied. Notes are going to be specifically pointing to an area. If you wanted to say like bore through hole or material or something like that, that's where you would add that. For your text. Alright, so to add notes, the video that I learned from is not the same. You just click your note button, and you're going to drop your text where you want it. And now you can you can go ahead and type the name of your part. So this is the CS slider. Okay, and we can extend it this way so that it fits, and that's pretty good where it is. I can just say OK, click that, and now that I've pressed escape, gotten out of it, now I can actually rotate it as desired. I can also, if you just hover your mouse over that bottom section, you can move the text wherever you want it. So you could use this to fill all of your different fields in your title block. That's pretty much it for drawings. For your LDL sheet, I want you to make a drawing of this slider part very similarly to the way that I did. In addition to this, you could create more drawings. You could, let's see. Oh, I guess I won't get into that. Happy making.